All right, well, the temperature's feeling a little chilly to you. Betsy says, oh, just wait.
I actually brought a jacket today. This is the first deployment of the actual jacket for this season
Gloves
so far.
too?
Not yet.
Okay,
I did that for some Friday night football games.
Yeah.
All right.
A little more
Scarf,
exposed
hat.
to the elements there. But from the car to the garage, you know, that kind of a thing.
Not bad.
I think I'm good. All right, but let's take a look at where things are going to go tonight. It is going to get a little chilly for us. We are dropping back into the 30s in no time flat. Some of you are already in the 30s. It's the clear skies, relatively light winds, and that's going to allow the mercury to drop. So clear skies expected to continue. That's what sets us up for this hard freeze. And as far as weather impacts, the impacts will be greatest tomorrow morning, obviously, because that's when our coldest temperatures will be felt. I think we're going to be anywhere from the mid-20s to the low 30s, depending upon your location. So a good coat will probably be needed to just step out the door. I know it's hard to get the kids into coats this time of the year because they're not used to wearing them, but especially for the bus stops, if you're going to be outside any amount of time, make sure they have at least a jacket on. Upper 30s and low 40s already at this hour. 39 Ashtabula and Youngstown, 40 in Ravenna, 41 Worcester and Mansfield. Light winds out of the northeast. This is going to drop back just a little bit tonight, and so that's really setting us up for this cooling that will be taking place. So if we have cold temperatures and we even have a light breeze, that means the wind chills are apparent. And the wind chill, it feels like it's 34 right now out on the east end of the county. Feels like it's 38 in Elyria, 36 in in Mansfield and in Worcester, where those air temperatures are right now 41 degrees. So not too much of a wind effect yet. It does look like things are going to be a little colder, though, for tomorrow morning. Clear skies across the area. We've had just beautiful conditions for the evening, and watch how the temperatures drop back. I do think we will end up in the mid-20s to low 30s for the start of the day tomorrow. The only exception will be the immediate lakeshore areas, especially west, where we could be in the mid and maybe even upper 30s. That northeast wind is going to continue tonight before it becomes more southeasterly tomorrow morning. And I just want to say a sweet goodbye to my posies. This is my backyard. My daughter went out and took the pictures. I still have impatiens that are blooming. I still have a very sad looking hanging basket, but there it is with a few blooms. I even have some roses that are still blooming at this point. So I think tonight, we're going to have to say go with God. Honest to truth, I said go with God to them a month ago. I said I didn't care, but yet here we are today. So I haven't exactly ripped them out of the ground yet, but we'll work on that. All right, let's take a look at this setup. We have high pressure that's in control. That's the clear skies that we have in play. Notice here this developing cloud cover that's coming into the nation's midsection. That is the leading edge of a storm system that will be sweeping eastward. At the same time, we also have just this little innocent looking rain that's down along the Gulf Coast. All of it is going to play together in our forecast. That big blast of cloud cover that's coming into the plain states is going to help to really amp up a cold front and drive that innocent looking rain northward into the Ohio Valley by the time we hit tomorrow afternoon. It looks like by Thursday we will be dealing with a widespread swath of rain in the area, but that same little bit of rain farther south is actually going to pull all that rain off toward the east coast as we start the day on Friday, and that will mean cooler temperatures will return to the forecast for Friday. Overnight, we'll be in the 20s. Your hard freeze will be around, and we'll have 30s in the city and closer to the lakeshore. National Design, our hour-by-hour forecast, we do get a nice return tomorrow, so we'll be back into the mid-50s for the afternoon, thanks to that southeasterly wind at about 10 miles per hour. Rain chances on Thursday, as mentioned, and then we have to hold off those rain chances until next week, which is when things get a little unsettled in your Union Home Mortgage forecast. As you can see, we are going to get back into much more seasonable temperatures in the upper 50s this weekend and into early next week. But with that comes rain chances. And right now it looks like we will be dancing around with some kind of gloomy weather to head through the middle part and the end of next week.
Good day to stay inside and do some cooking and some decorating because we're transitioning from one holiday to the other holiday.
Girl, we have a Christmas tree up in the house already.
You do?
My kids were like, we can't wait any longer. So
you have a faux tree.
Well, they have their own tree. The mommy trees are not up yet.
Yes.
You two continue. I think we have to go right ahead. Thanks, Betsy.
Feel my nuts.